Okay, welcome back. Deuteronomy chapter 16 in Hebrew. Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 1 in Hebrew. Shamar walk, no, Shamarka, no, Shama war at Kadash Ha'a ba Yab wa Aishayat pa Sak la Yahweh a la Hayaka Kaya Bakadash Ha'a ba Yab Hawa Taza Ya Aka Yahweh ala Hayaka Mama Tazar Yam La Ya La. Verse 2 was Baktha Pasak La Yahweh ala Hayaka Taza An Waba Kar Ba Ma Kawam Asherah Yaba Kar Yahweh Lasha Khan Shamawa Sham. Verse 3 La'a Tha Akal Ail Yawa Ka Matiza Sha Ba Ait Yum Yum Tha Akal Ail Yawa Mataza Wat Lakam Ain Ya Kaya Ba Ka Pa Za 1 Yataza At Ratiza Matazarium Lama Ain Tha Zakar At Yawam Taza At Ka Ma Ratiza Matazarium Kal Ya Maya Ka Ya Yaka. Verse 4 Wala'a Yara Aha Laka Sha Ar Bakal Gaba Laka Shaba Ait Yum Yum Wala'a Ya La Yun Mun Haba Kar Asherah Thaza Bak no Thaza Bak Bak Ba I Rab Ba Yawam Hara Asha 1 Laba Quar. Verse 5 La'a Tha Wakal Laza Bak At Hapa Sak Ba'a Kad Sha'ai Ra Yaka Ashira Yahweh Allah Hayaka Nathan Laka. Verse 6 Kaya Al Hama Kwam Asherah, Yaba, Ra, Yahweh, Allah Hayaka, Lashakan, Shamawa, Sham, Sazabak, at Hapasak, Ba'ai, Rab, Kaba, Wa, Hasha, Mash, Mawa, Aid, Taza, at Ka, Taza, Ra, Yum. Verse 7. Wa ba shalat wa akal tha ba ma wa wom ashara ya ba kar Yahweh Allah hayaka kawa wa pan yat ba kwar waha la kat la aha la yaka. Verse 8. Shashtha yum tha akal mataza what waba ya wam hasha ba ya I taza rat lai Yahweh Allah hayaka la tha sha mala kad. Verse 9. Shaba Iha Shaba I Thasa Par Laka Ma Ha Kal Karamas Bakwa Ma Ha Kal Lasa Par Shaba Iha Shaba I what? Verse 10. Wa Aisha Yat Kag Shaba I what? La Yahweh Allah Hayaka Masat Na Da Bat Yatka Asherah the Sun Ka Asherah Yaba Ra Ba no Yaba Ra Ka oh no it's Ya Barak Ka Yahweh Allah Hayaka. Verse 11. Washa Ma Kat La Hanya Yahweh Allah Hayaka At Ha Rabban Ka Waba Wa Batka Wa I Batka Wa Matka Waha La Wa Ya Asherah Ba Sha I Yaka Waha Gar Waha Ya Wum Waha La no Waha La Manha Asherah Bako Rabka Ba Ma Ko Wum Asherah Yaba Thar Yahweh Allah Hayaka La Shakan. Shamwa Sham. Verse 12. Wa Zakarta Kaya Ibad Haya Yat Bama Tazar Yum Washamartha Wa Aisha Yat Ad ha ka kwa wam ha la ha. Verse 13. Kag hasakat sa'aisha laka shaba'ait yum ba'a sapka magaranaka wama yakbaka. Verse 14. Washa makat baka bakaka atha wabanka wabatka wa aibatka wa amatka wahala wa ya wahagra waha yathawum waha ala manha ashara ba sha'air yaka. Verse 15. Shaba ait yum sakag la Yahweh ala hayaka ba ma wam ashara yabakar Yahweh kaya yabarak ka Yahweh ala hayaka bakal saba wa atka wa bakal ma aisha yad yaka waha yat aka shamka. Verse 16. Shala wash pa I ma yum bashanha yara aha kal za ka warka at panya Yahweh ala hayaka bama wam ashara yaba kar ba kag hama taza what wa ba kag hasha ba I what wa ba kag hasa ka what wa la yara aha at hanya Yahweh raya Quam. Verse 17. Yash ba no kama san sa yad wa kaba ka barak sa Yahweh ala hayaka ashara nathan laka. Verse 18. Shapatium washa tharayum sathan laka bakal Sha'ira, Yaka, Ashira, Yahweh, Alahayaka, Nathan, Laka, Lasha, Bat, Yaka, Washa, Patwa, At, Ha'aim, Masha, Pat, Taza, verse 19, La'a, Sa, Taha, Masha, Pat, La'a, Sa, Ha, Yar, Pan, Yam, Wa, La'a, Sa, Kwak, Sha, Had, Kaya, Hasha, Kad, Ya, I, War, I, Yan, Ya, Ka, Kama, Yam, Waya, Sa, Lap, Dabar, Ya, Tazada, Ya, Kwam, verse 20. Can you mute the lines, please? Verse 20, Tazadak, Sarah, Dap, Lama, Ain, Saka, Ya, Waya, Rush, Sa, At, Ratiza, Ashira, Yahweh, Allah, Hayaka, Nathan, Laka, verse 21, La'a, Ta, I, Laka, Ashiraha, Kal, Aitiza, Atazal, Ma, Zabak, Yahweh, Allah, Hayaka, Ashira, Sa, Shaha, Laka, verse 22, the last verse, Wa La'a, Taqwa, Yum, Laka, Mataza, Baha, Ashira, Shan, Yahweh, Allah, Hayaka. Okay. Going to the English now. Deuteronomy 16, verse 1. Observe the month of Abib. Which month is this?
This month is January right here.
No, but what is the month of Abib?
I'm not gonna guess.
Guess. Abib.
That should be like the New Year's Day.
No, a month.
Passover. Around April.
Call it a month.
March or April.
Okay.
I surprised Al for that.
Oh, to get caught.
That means he didn't know either. Yeah.
No, if you're reading the rest of, let me read the rest of it. Observe the month of Abib and keep the Passover unto the Lord thy God, for in the month of Abib the Lord thy God brought thee forth out of Egypt by night. So the Passover is in the month of Abib. So what month is that?
In the March, you said?
No, June.
What month is that?
Around
What
June.
what time of year is it?
Spring.
Yes, and that is
Around June, July.
what month do we celebrate the Passover?
In April.
No, what month?
April.
That's the first month.
June.
That's right, Gabar.
Okay, but what month is that though?
It's the first month.
January.
Because we celebrate the
It's
Passover.
March. It's around in March, first month. That's what the month is.
Oh,
Yes, that's it.
March.
The first of March is still in the wintertime.
No, but not according to,
Calendar.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay, all right.
But we celebrate the Passover, like what Gabar said, in the first month,
That's
in
March.
the 14, 15 day at
March.
evening, right?
All right, let me write that down.
March. Okay.
March.
So being the first month.
That is the beginning of our month. The month of business beginning of our month.
Oh, March.
That's right.
Of our month.
Of our month, the beginning. Gabar is right.
You learning?
The water.
So, Exodus 12 and 2.
That's where you find it at.
And it says,
Yeah, read it out.
ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Exodus 12 and 2. This month shall be unto you like the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. So, in the middle of the month of March, 14, 15.
Yeah. That's when we keep the Passover. So we have the new moon, beginning of the month, and 15 day, right? 14 day, 15 day at evening. You read, Exodus chapter 12 for that. Because if you look on the biblical calendar, you see a bib.
I'm gonna buy one of those.
No, you can go online and see it.
Okay, I'm still buying one. So I get situated in my house.
Yeah, you could just print one out.
In here?
No, you go online and you see that you print it out. The biblical calendar. Verse 2. Thou shalt therefore sacrifice the Passover unto the Lord thy God of the flock and the herd in the place which the Lord shall choose to place his name there. All right? So, first, where did we celebrate the first Passover? What country?
Israel.
No.
We came out of Egypt.
What country we celebrate the first Passover in? No.
The first country.
The first Passover that we celebrate. Where did we celebrate it? In what country?
In Israel, Jerusalem. I said Africa.
It has to be somewhere outside of Egypt, right? As soon as we left Egypt, we celebrated the Passover the next year.
No. We celebrate the first Passover in Egypt.
I said Egypt.
In Egypt. Okay, Egypt. Okay, in Egypt. Okay, where we celebrate the 40 Passovers after that.
How do we celebrate it?
So where did we celebrate the 40 Passovers?
40 Passover, the Moses up on the mountain.
So, I mean, I just want to say that, like some people say, oh, we can't celebrate the Passover unless we're in Israel, right?
Right.
Oh, we're not in the Holy Land, we can't celebrate the Passover. But the first Passover we celebrated in Egypt.
Yeah,
We
right.
did it in Egypt, and then and the Lord Passover, the dead angel passed over us. That's the first
Oh,
Passover.
right. We did celebrate in Egypt because, right, we struck the blood on the wall and we cooked that lamb. Yeah, you're right. We celebrated right there in
I did
Egypt.
say that.
Yeah, okay. The first Passover. And for 40 years, we were in the wilderness,
We
right?
did it in the desert.
So we celebrated not in Israel,
In the desert.
we celebrated in the wilderness.
In the wilderness.
Yeah, in the wilderness. That's what we celebrated. So people say we can't celebrate it here. But we celebrate where, the Most
Where you
High,
at?
captivity, we celebrate it, right?
Yeah, we try to keep it up. Try to keep it
So
tradition.
that argument where they say we can't celebrate it where we are.
Yeah, I mean, you try to keep up with it.
No, but I could have said before, some people say if we're not in Israel, we can't celebrate the Passover, but we can celebrate the
Well, he
Passover.
about that. He tell you.
Hmm?
What day did I see?
Well, hold on. Let's continue. 3. Thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread. Therefore, no, let me read again. Verse 3. Thou shalt eat no leavened bread with it. 7 days shalt thou eat unleavened bread therewith, even the bread of affliction, for thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt in haste, that thou mayest remember the day when thou camest forth out of the land of Egypt, all the days of thy life. All right? So, so what was that again? That was verse 3, right? So we should eat unleavened bread, right? So what if you eat leavened bread during that time? Repeat again?
You're going against God's law.
And what else?
You're punished.
Read Exodus 12 and 15. Yeah,
12 and 15. Come on.
yeah.
12 and we say 5.
And 15.
Okay, 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your house. Whosoever eat leavened bread from the first day until the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from it.
Most I will cut you off.
Cut you off.
That just punish you, cut you off, put you to death. So we put it out of our house. We don't have to be tempted to eat it. And if we go to our jobs and everything, they're going to want to offer us all of this stuff and we're not supposed to eat it. And we're supposed to have, with the sundown, we're supposed to have a piece of leavened bread, unleavened bread. Okay, so verse 3. Verse 4. And there shall be no leavened bread seen with thee in all thy coast 7 days, neither shall there anything of the flesh which thou sacrificest sacrificed the first day at even, remaining all night until the morning. So when you do the Passover, we eat it, right? And none should remain in the morning. And even and even going back to verse 10. What was it again? That was verse 4. Exodus 12. So verse 4, right? Remaining all night until the morning. So if some is left over, but what does the scripture say to do with it? Read Exodus 12 and 10.
And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning. And that which remains of it until the morning, you should burn it with fire.
Exactly. Burn it with fire. Verse 5. Thou mayest not sacrifice the Passover within any of thy gates, which the Lord thy God giveth thee. So the Most High have that we set up the Passover at a place, right? Because we had a specific place, right? Or we have it at a function, right? And we celebrate our Passover there. So it's not like we're gonna say, "Oh, I'm just gonna do it in my house, and I'm gonna have it just in my house, and that's it," right? No, Moses is not saying this, because the first Passover we did it in Egypt, and we celebrate. Where did we celebrate it? We are, I guess, close to home, or at our house and stuff like that. So if it's more than enough for a household, then you share with other Israelites. Because with one house, he's not gonna say, if there's only one person there or two people there, you're not gonna have like a whole lamb just for two people. So the Most I don't want waste, No, he don't want like, oh, I'm just here by myself and I'm celebrating it just a whole lamb by myself.
Get out of hand.
Yeah, no, I said no, that's too much. The Most I don't want that waste. So you would go and for your neighbor and celebrate it there. You don't want you sacrifice all his lamb and you only need one. No, you only need one, right? You don't want the Most High just to have this waste like that.
So let me ask you this right here.
Yeah.
I'm in my apartment now, and I cook a leg of lamb. And I'll eat all that. I had to burn that up.
Well, it says that when you sacrifice, like brothers go out there and get a whole lamb, right? We'll make sure that they kill the lamb itself, not to just go out there and just buy a leg of lamb. We don't know how it's killed. We don't know if it had blemish or they just strangle the animal, because the brothers, they get the lamb, the whole lamb, and then they kill it themselves. You understand? Not just a leg of lamb. how the lamb died. The lamb could have died of old age. He could have died of disease. He could have blemishes to the lamb, you know? That's why, like I say, you go look at a YouTube video, the brothers would go to the farm, get a good lamb, and they will have it and cut his throat. Okay. Verse 6. But at the place, you say you're not supposed to do it at your house. But at the place which the Lord thy God shall choose to place his name in, there shall, but at the place, it's not at your house, right? But at the place which the Lord thy God shall choose to place his name in, there thou shalt sacrifice the Passover at even, at the going down of the sun, at the season that thou camest forth out of Egypt.
That's what we sacrifice tonight. Sunset.
You will sacrifice it. Yeah. So it's fresh, right? So if you go to the supermarket and you buy some lamb chops, you don't know how long it's been there. It could be coming all the way from California and take like 4 days to come.
Right up here. That's why I asked
Hmm? Yeah, it's a slaughterhouse there, but if you go to the supermarket, there's just get a piece of lamb or something. Yeah. That's why we have a holy convocation. We have, that we come together and we celebrate it. Right? That we celebrate the feast days. I can just I'm just going to be home by myself and I don't go at all to any convocation and I'm going to celebrate the feast day like that by myself. It's like, it's not going to work like that. Because when 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, right? In our midst, it's a holy convocation. It's not just something you're by yourself. I know certain people can't go to certain feast days and so on and so forth, but even the three, even Deuteronomy 16 and 16, the Most High want all males to come before him, right? Yeah, we're gonna come down here. Verse 7, and thou shalt roast and eat it, which the Lord thy God shall choose, and thou shalt turn in the morning and go unto thy tents. I've been to a Passover already, that we went to the Passover and we were there like all night. And in the morning, you do the the excess of the lamb. You can't burn it or something. You're supposed to really burn it. You throw it in the garbage. Throw it in the garbage so nobody has a chance to eat it. Just go on will, because if somebody just going to eat it like that, that's not a good thing. You're causing your brother to maybe sin. Even if you sneak a piece and you go give to some ordinary brother out there, it's not a good thing. So we're gonna celebrate the Passover, and in the morning you're gonna go home, right? Because we there doing it all night, right? Verse 8, 6 days thou shalt eat unleavened bread, and on the 7th day shall be a solemn assembly to the Lord thy God. Thou shalt do no work therein. So 7 days, be careful, you eat unleavened bread. Matzah, if you want to buy it in a box or you want to make, flour and water, and just have it and take it with you, wherever you go. So when sundown comes, eat unleavened bread. And it says here, do no work. And Exodus 12 and 16. Verse 8.
Exodus 12 and 60?
12 and 16.
16.
Yeah, read that for me, please.
Okay, Exodus 12 and 16. And in the first day there shall be a holy convocation. And in the seventh day there shall be a holy convocation to you. No matter of work shall be done in them, save that which every man must eat, that only may be done of you.
So sometimes, brothers and sisters in Israel are able to take off completely those days for the Passover, the first day and the seventh day, right? They could do it. But sometimes in a situation, you're tied up in a situation that you have to go to work, afterwards, trying to take off the Passover and celebrate the Passover, but you may have to go to work in the morning. And you have grace for that. Verse 9. 7 weeks shalt thou number unto thee, begin to number the 7 weeks from such time as thou beginnest to put the sickle to the corn, to the grain. Verse 10. Verse 10, and thou shalt keep the feast of weeks unto the Lord thy God with a tribute of a freewill offering of thine hand, which thou shalt give unto the Lord thy God, according as the Lord thy God had blessed thee. Right? So what are the name you have for the Feast of Weeks? What are the name there is? Besides the Feast of Weeks, what other name do you have it? Feast of Weeks. We just read about the Passover. This is another feast. If somebody asks you out there, it's like, what are you celebrating? Yeah.
Those days you're talking about, right?
Yeah, the Feast of Weeks.
The high holy days of God?
Yeah, but the Feast of Weeks, like the other another name for Feast of Weeks. Okay. Patak. Another name for Feast of Weeks.
Feast of the Fruits.
Close. That's close. Come on. He's close to it. You heard what he said? Yes. Yes, you're close. Gabar, what's another word for the Feast of Weeks? Yes. That's it. He said it right off the bat. Pentecost, Feast of Weeks, Harvest, Feast of First Fruits.
Harvest the first fruits. Hey, you know what? It's right here. So it gives you a hint when it says take the sickle to the corn, right?
Yeah, and you can read about that in Exodus
Oh, yeah, Exodus what?
23,
Exodus
23, 14
Excuse me, Alkanon.
14,
to 19. Yeah.
19. Oh, let's read that. Exodus 20,
23,
14, 19.
14 to 19.
I got that piece of paper. I was reading.
You had it, right?
Yeah.
And it's right on your tongue, right? It's right on your tongue.
What is Exodus?
23, 14, 19.
Read 16.
3:16. 23:16. And the feast of the harvest, the first fruit of thy labor, which thou hast sown in the field, and in the feast of and gathering, which is in the end of the year, when thou hast gathered in thy labor out of the field. 3 times in the year, all thy males shall appear before the Lord God. That's in Deuteronomy 16:16.
First fruit. Pentecost.
What is it?
So that's verse 10.
So what is first fruit?
Yeah.
Go to Exodus 23. Where you came from? And read 14 and 19.
14,
Yeah, Feast of First Fruits. Verse 11. Deuteronomy 16, verse 11. And thou shalt rejoice before the Lord thy God, thou and thy son, and thy daughter, and thy manservant, and thy maidservant, and the Levite that is within thy gates, and the strangers, and the fatherless, and the widow that are among you in the place which the Lord thy God had chosen to place his name there. And also you read in Acts. In Acts chapter 2. Acts chapter 2, verse. Yeah, Acts chapter 2, verse 1. Gabar?
I really Alkanon.
Gabar, you got it?
He told me to read it, so why would you take it? Why would you be so rude? You take it. Did I say I didn't want to read it?
I just keep finding it.
All right, Gabar. I get you for the next one.
You have to stand in the morning for being bad. Every time you take the verse.
Go ahead.
Acts chapter 2, verse 1. And when the day of Pentecost was fully come, they were all with one accord in one place. Keep reading.
Yeah, go ahead, read it.
And suddenly there came a sound from heaven as of a rushing mighty wind, and it filled all the house where they were sitting.
Read verse 5.
And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men, out of every nation under heaven.
Yeah. So there were, Israelites coming to Jerusalem to celebrate the feast, right? So if you read on in verse 9 and 11, and 9, 10, and 11, you see, Israelites, they're coming from coming all over, coming to Jerusalem to celebrate the feast of Patak. What feast?
First fruits of Pentecost.
Exactly.
4 weeks.
Yeah. Harvest, Pentecost, Feast of the 7th week. Right? So, verse 11. Deuteronomy 16, verse 11. And thou shalt rejoice before the Lord thy God, thou and thy son, and thy daughter, and thy manservant, and thy maidservant, and the Levite that is within thy gates, and the stranger, and the fatherless, and the widow, and that are among you in the place which the Lord thy God had chosen to place his name there. So in Jerusalem, what is in Jerusalem? Patak. What is in Jerusalem?
That's when they had the holy days there.
The holy days?
Had the feast in Jerusalem.
But why at Jerusalem? What is in Jerusalem? Why they came to Jerusalem?
Because that's what we're supposed to celebrate.
Yes.
When we first came out of Egypt.
No. We didn't have the temple when we came out of Egypt.
Well, that's how.
Okay, who built the temple? Who orchestrated the temple? No, what king? What king? What you say, what king?
David.
No.
David.
No.
Solomon.
Exactly.
I don't want to.
Why David couldn't build a temple?
He did something wrong. Go ahead, you know what.
Oh boy.
You're terrible. He did something wrong. You got to give a more specific statement than that.
Yeah, you gotta.
It must have been something, but
Yeah.
here's some guy didn't like. I know that is it because I remember that. God said he won't punish him. But he messed with other women.
They wasn't doing something.
I tell you what. I tell you. That wasn't it. That wasn't it.
You heard what he said?
Well, who said that?
No, I asked him to hear what you said.
But what did David do? First Kings 8:19.
Okay,
First Kings 8:19.
First Kings what? 8:19. I got it. Give me a quarter. Hell, dude. First Kings 8:19.
Yeah.
Cut.
First King 8:19. Go ahead.
All right, nevertheless, thou shalt not build the house without sons that shall come forth out of thy loins. He shall build the house to my name. And the Lord has performed his words that he spake, and I am risen up in the womb of
First
age.
Council.
Huh?
1 second.
That ain't it?
I got it. The reason why.
Yes, good call.
First Chronicles 28:3.
First Chronicles
8:3.
First Chronicles 28:2 and 3. Read that for me, please.
23 or 28.
First Chronicles chapter 28, verse 2 and 3.
Okay, here we go.
The reason why David couldn't build it.
Okay. Well, you walk. I'll wait for you.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
28. Go ahead, cut.
Okay. First Chronicles 28:2. When he walked in the way.
No, First Chronicles.
Oh,
First Chronicles chapter 28.
My bad.
Oh, okay. Oh, no problem.
28:2. Here we
Yes.
go. Then David the king stood up upon his feet and said, "Hear me, my brother and my people. As for me, I had in my heart to build a house of rest for the ark of the covenant of the Lord, and for the footstool of our God, and made ready for the building. But God said unto me, Thou shalt not build a house for my name, because thou hast been a man of war."
He has shed a lot of blood.
And shed a lot of blood. Wait, right? When we read 4,
And has shed blood. He's a man of war.
you must kill him.
Yeah, he's a man of war.
That's why he moved to build.
But his loins, King Solomon. All right? Let's go back to Deuteronomy 16. Yeah, he wanted to do it, but what did he do?
God said he had too much blood in his hand.
Yeah, but he gathered everything, right?
Too much blood on his hand.
He's a man of war.
That's right.
He say like that.
Well, that's what he said.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Blood in your hand, right?
What he said in Chicago?
Yeah, you got too much blood in your hand. That's why we're supposed to be in war fighting. You know that, right?
I mean, if it's a wartime, it's wartime. You have to fight, you know.
Okay, well, hold on. This statement right here. Mr. Muhammad Ali, last play back then, they wanted him to go fight the war. He said, no.
Oh, that's a different story. That's a different story. He wanted. Yeah.
It was something to do. He said that.
Tribes ain't did nothing to me.
Right. The big God didn't call me nigga, so why should I should be fighting you, white man?
Yeah, right.
You call me nigga, man. I ain't call me nigga. That's
All
why
right.
he wasn't fighting. Ain't nothing to do with religion.
All right, let's get back to verse 11.
Okay. Okay, you can straighten me out. Okay, who we making?
Deuteronomy 16, verse 11. And thou shalt rejoice before the Lord thy God, and thou thy son and thy daughter and thy manservant and thy maidservant and the Levite and that is within thy gates, and the stranger and the fatherless and the widow and that are among you in the place which the Lord thy God had chosen to place his name there. And thou shalt remember that thou was a bondman in Egypt, and thou shalt observe and do these statutes. Verse 13, thou shalt observe the feast of tabernacles 7 days after that thou hast gathered in thy corn and thy wine. Wasn't another name for what's another name for tabernacles? And the feast of first fruit is not in gathering, but the feast of tabernacles is another name for feast of tabernacles.
Gathering?
Yes. And what else?
Harvest.
No. Feast of the seventh month and the feast of booths.
Who?
Yeah. What is a tabernacle?
A gathering of people. A gathering.
What is a tabernacle?
A gathering, ain't it?
We do gathering.
So we came out of Egypt and do what we dwell in. We dwell.
The feast of the seventh month.
We dwell in tents, right?
Right.
Oh, it's a tent. That's
Yeah.
no word for tabernacle?
Tabernacle is a tent.
Okay. Write that down. Tabernacle. Write that right in your book. Tabernacle. Yeah.
Piece of boots.
Yeah, piece of booth that we dwell in. We dwell in booths. Tabernacle is a tent. You know, when we have a tent, we came out, so we didn't have any houses there, so we made tents and we dwelled there.
That's why I was sleeping there last night.
In the tent.
Tent, all right? So thou shalt observe the feast of tabernacle 7 days after that thou hast gathered in thy corn and thy wine. Verse 14, and thou shalt rejoice in thy feast, thou and thy son and thy daughter and thy manservant and thy maidservant and the Levite, the stranger and the fatherless and the widow that are within thy gates. Verse 15, 7 days shalt thou keep a solemn feast unto the Lord thy God in the place which the Lord shall choose, because the Lord thy God shall bless thee in all thine increase and in all the works of thine hands. Therefore thou shalt surely rejoice. So when we do our feast days, we would go gather in at the church where we gather and do our feast with our brothers and sisters, all right? Verse 16, it says, three times in a year shall all thy males appear before the Lord thy God in the place which he shall choose in the feast of unleavened bread, which is another name. Feast of unleavened bread. What do we eat? For the Passover, right? And in the feast.
Feast of sweet bread.
And the feast of weeks. No, it's talking 3 different feasts right here.
Okay, the Passover, the feast of unleavened bread, the feast of sweet
Oh,
bread.
he's saying that these are the 3 feasts at that time that we were supposed to celebrate. That's 3 different feasts.
Yeah, 3 different feasts.
He named all 3 of them.
Yeah.
They're not the same.
Feast of Weeks and the Feast of Tabernacle, and they shall not appear before the Lord empty. Why does it says all thy males?
That's what the Lord said. It's just for the men.
What happened to the woman?
They'll be there, they just be a little bit far off.
He doesn't
No.
want the man there. He
No, but the men definitely should be there, right?
Right?
So what about the woman? What can make them unclean?
So that time is what?
Yeah, and what else?
pregnancy.
But childbirth.
Right. They can go
Yeah,
pregnant.
if they're pregnant, they can come.
They can come.
But in doing child after they have a child, they're unclean for X amount of time.
Right.
So they can't come. All right. Verse 17, every man shall give as he is able, according to the blessing of the Lord thy God, which he had given thee. Verse 18, judges and officers shalt thou make thee in all thy gates, which the Lord thy God giveth thee throughout thy tribe, and shall not. Wait, let me read it again.
Tribes.
Let me read it again. Judges and officers shalt thou make thee in all thy gates, which the Lord thy God which the Lord thy God giveth thee throughout thy tribes, and they shall judge the people with just judgment. Right? Verse 19. Thou shalt not wrest judgment, thou shalt not respect persons, neither take a gift, for a gift that blind the eyes of the wise and pervert the words of the righteous. First Samuel chapter 8. First Samuel chapter 8, verse 1.
Come to pass when Samuel was old.
This is
I see you just
verse 19.
First Samuel what?
8:1.
First Samuel. Okay, go ahead, read it. First Samuel 8, verse 1.
And it came to pass when Samuel was old that he made his sons judges over Israel. Now the name of his firstborn was Joel. And the name of the second one,
Abiah.
Abiah.
Oh, that's what his name was?
Abiah.
They was judges in Beersheba. And his sons walked not in his ways, but turned aside after lucres, and took bribes, and perverted judgments. They were no good. Nickers, we go nickers. Well, he already.
I was niggas. I didn't see that.
Oh, niggas, no. So pride and perverted judgments.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 7:7.
Got that highlight. So he said, surely a person makes a wise man mad, and the gift destroys the heart. Where do y'all get this?
Yeah, so oppression, making it make you mad, make you upset, right?
No, that.
And after they gave us gifts, it's like, oh, okay.
You said Ecclesiastes or
Ecclesiastes. So after a person make you mad and angry out there, you got an angry black man out there, whatever. He's doing all kind of crazy stuff out there, right? Or he's just upset. But it come with gifts, right? It's oh, I'm not mad anymore. I'm good. I got a nice house, car. I got some nice gifts here, right? And then he probably said, "Oh, work hard as I am, as how I did, and I can get and you can get these things also, right?" So don't make you so angry anymore. So you should judge righteous judgment, right? James 2:3. No, it's
You got this one?
yeah.
All right.
Good talk. Read that for me, please.
Wait a minute. What is it?
James.
Oh yeah, you just figured that out on that background thing.
James 2 and 3. Everybody got?
Not yet. You say Allah.
La'a.
Before reading.
So when you
Like kind of stuff.
go ahead, read it, Patak.
Everybody got? Say come.
Come on.
James 2 and 3. And ye have respect.
James 2 and
James
3.
chapter 2, verse.
No, read verse 2.
James 2 and verse 2. For if there come unto your assembly a man with gold, rank, and goodly
Apparel.
goodly apparel, and there come in also a poor man and a vile raiment.
In vile raiment, right?
Vile raiment.
So you got a man, dressed good, on good clothes, and
Right.
seems got expensive clothes, got gold ring on. And you said that, oh, you must have some money, right?
Okay. That's vile raiment.
And a man who has, poorly dressed, and he's in a bad situation, that he's dressed poorly, as opposed to the rich man who has his money, right? You seem like got an expensive stuff, right? Right? Verse 3.
Verse 3, and ye have respect to him that wears the gay clothing, and say unto him, sit thou here in a good place, and say to the poor, stand thou there or sit there under my footstool.
Verse 4.
Or ye not then a partial in yourself, and are to become judge
And
of
are
evil thoughts?
and are become.
James chapter 2, verse 4. Or ye not there partial in yourself, and are become judge of evil thoughts?
Judges of evil thoughts. So you see the man, you might be here, you see, somebody, you know he dressed rich and everything like that. You can see him, and there's a poor man, and it's just like, people want to bring the rich man because you know that he may give you a bribe or something like that. You want to judge him because of his appearance.
Mhm.
So the Most High, what is the Most High? The Most High look to the heart, right?
Right, he looks at the heart.
But we be as carnal people, you look to the man,
You look at the appearance.
he may give you like a little envelope filled with money in there and say, here's that for you. And then you want to judge him and say, oh, although he's wicked, he could be wicked as hell, right? He give you a bribe and all that money,
Right.
and the poor man is there. You're ready to condemn him. But the rich man, he's so wicked as ever, and you let him go. Not guilty. Just because he has money, let him off. So you're not judging rightly. First Samuel 16:7. You read to verse 3, right?
What?
Oh, you read. First Samuel 16:7.
First Samuel 16:7.
Yeah.
First Samuel 16:7. But the Lord said unto Samuel, look not on his countenance,
Countenance.
countenance,
His outward appearance.
or on the height of his statue, because I have refused him. For the Lord seeketh not as a man seeks for
See,
seeth for a man on the outward appearance. The Lord looketh in the heart.
so the God, the Most High, looks at your heart, not the outward appearance.
Right.
How you look, your height. Looks at the heart. Verse 20. That thou which is altogether just shalt thou follow, that thou mayest live and inherit the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee.
What verse?
20.
16 and
Oh, you mean we back at Deuteronomy?
Yeah, Deuteronomy. Yeah, sorry about that. 16 and 20. So what line the Most High gave us? What was it? What was it called before? Exactly.
Hey, there was nothing.
You gonna say you going?
gave us the land of Canaan.
Spell that C-A-N-A-N-N-A-N.
I have to look it up. So why did God give us the land? Was it because we were righteous?
Is that why we got the land?
Yes, so we were the chosen ones.
Repeat that. Because what?
Yes, so we were the chosen ones.
Yeah. Why they get? Because of what was it? Because of our righteousness?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Read Deuteronomy 9:5. I just asked.
Not you, man, this one right here. Not for the righteous or for the upright of thy heart, because thou go to possess their land, or for the wickedness of these nations. All right, the wickedness of these nations, the Lord thy God does drive them out from before thee, and that he may perform the word which the Lord sware unto thy father Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
So not because of our righteousness, right? But because of
Wickedness of them. And for he swear us unto the father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob.
yeah, because there were there the wickedness of them there.
Yeah.
So what is what are the Amalek doing over there now?
Everything. Killing.
We're doing wicked stuff down over there too.
Gay parade
Yeah.
in our land and doing all kind of wickedness over there, right?
Right.
Because of their wickedness. All right. Who said something on the line? I forgot. I didn't pick it up.
Okay, what was that we just read? Deuteronomy what?
9 and 5.
9 and 5. 21.
Yeah, read verse 4 also. Let me read it. Yeah, Deuteronomy 9 and 4. Let me just to read that.
9 and 4. Speak not thou in heart. After that the Lord thy God has cast them out from before thee, saying, for my righteousness has brought me into possess this land. But for the wickedness of these nations, the Lord does drive them out from before thee.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Stiff necks.
Oh, they're wicked.
It's where you better enough to come over here.
All right. Verse 21. Did I read 20?
21.
Did I read 20? Let me read 20. I read 20? Okay, yeah. That's where we got those scriptures. Verse 21. Thou shalt not plant thee a grove of any trees near unto the altar of the Lord thy God, which thou shalt make thee. Exodus 34:13. Verse 22. Neither shalt thou set thee up any image which the Lord thy God hateth. So Exodus 20, right? Set up an image of the Most High hated, right? Exodus 20 and 4.
Thou shalt not make it to thee any great image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth.
You said it should say under.
Under the earth.
Right.
Ezekiel chapter 8. Ezekiel chapter 8, verse 9.
He said to me, O man, behold, the wicked upon
You read it louder than that?
Oh, I don't read too loud before.
No, read it nice and loud, man.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's my quiet. I mean, you ready over there?
Ezekiel 8 and 9.
You say Ezekiel?
Ezekiel 8 and 9, yeah. So you got it? You got it? Okay, read
And he
it loud for
said
me.
to me, go in, and behold, the wickedness, abomination that they do here. So, read.
Yeah, keep reading.
So I went in and saw, and behold, every form of creeping thing, and abomination, beast,
Abominable.
abominable beasts, and all the idols of the house of Israel portrayed upon the walls around about. And there stood before them 70 men of the ancients of the house of Israel, and in the midst of them stood
Naya,
Jadaniah, the son of
Shaphan,
Shaphan, with every man his censer in his hand, and a thick cloud of incense went up.
So he's seeing, the Most High showing Ezekiel, through a wall that he could be able to see see the Israelite doing they're worshiping all form of creeping things, abominable beasts and idols and everything.
Yeah.
And they doing incense to it. So the Most High don't want us to, but the Most High hated idols. What did he read? Until verse what? Verse 11 or something? So it's not, you're worshiping it. With the idols, if you make a graven image or making something, that you're supposed to go and worship it, right? So read 1 Kings 10 and 20.
First Kings
10
10
and
20.
20, yeah.
Right? Zach, you got it? Hmm?
What is it?
Verse 19. Read 19 first and then 20.
Ezekiel,
First Kings 10 20.
19. Read 19.
First Kings.
1 Kings 10 and 19. Oh, 18. Sorry.
First Kings.
10 and 18. Read 10 and 18 first.
First Kings 10:18.
Yeah, you reading it?
Yeah. First Kings 10:18. Moreover, the king made a great throne of ivory, overlaid
And
it with the best gold. The throne had 6 steps. The top of the throne was round behind, and there were stays,
there were stays.
on either side, on the place of the sea, and 2 lines stood beside the stage.
So he had 2 lines, right? But he had 2 lines there, but it wasn't there to worship. It's just, image of lines. So, one tribe has the line. So what tribe is that? Exactly. Jude has the lion, right? Benjamin, we got the wolf here, right? Verse 20. Okay, you got verse 20?
20. And 12 lines stood there on one side, and on the other, upon the 6th step, there were not like made in any kingdom.
So he had 12 lions, right?
Right.
So the great throne of ivory got 12 lions, right? But not, people say, might say it's a graven image. It is a graven image, but it's not to worship. So read verse 20, right?
Yes, 20.
So with Psalms 96, if I remember, if I can remember it real quick.
Where you want it?
96 and 5.
Psalm 96 and 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it?
Good. Psalms 96 and 5. all the gods of the nations or idols, but the Lord made the heavens.
Yeah, so these nations, they have their idols.
6.
No, that's it. Hosea 4 and 17.
Hosea 4 and 17.
Yeah, go ahead, read it.
Hosea 4 and 17.
Ephraim.
Ephraim is joined to idol, let him alone.
Yeah, the northern tribes, the most I say here, they join to idols, idolatry. Yeah, well, they statues and idols and stuff like that, right? Moses say, leave them alone, right? Okay, so that ends Deuteronomy chapter 16. So, like I'll read it again. Deuteronomy 16:22. Neither shalt thou set thee up any image which the Lord thy God hated. Set up any idols. When you join these nations, they have the idol, they have, they sit, they bow down to it, they have it up in their house, they give it to one another. And you look at them, it's like, wow, they join to idols. Gods of nation are idols. Okay, so I did. Next Sabbath reading is John chapter 9 and 10. All right? John chapter 9 and 10. Next Sabbath reading.
You gonna read it?
Yeah, that's the chapter we're gonna do next week.
Okay, man.
Yeah, next week. So stay tuned for the closing prayers. Somebody get the blinds, please.
Really?
Yeah. Enjoy the rest of the Sabbath. Sabbath in the Northeast. I think it's over by 5 o'clock. Around 5 o'clock. Closing prayers. Stay tuned.
I think we ready. Mhm.
This is something.
Barakata Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ashura, Nethananawa, Paria, Hagapan, Tawada, Aman, La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, At Yasha'ala. Blessed are you, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, that give to us the fruit of the vine. Thank you, so be it, to Yahweh, in the name of Yahushai, with Israel. I'm Madua, stand and face Jerusalem. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Babakashah, Shammai, Lanawa, Aita, Yamyan, Ta, Shalak, Ma'aka'ala, Wa'ayim, Tazadakim, La, Shemorayim, Barak, Rapah, Magan, Wa'kazayak, Banya, Yasha'ala, Washalak, Lanawa, Rabiam, Bakama, Rabiam, Da'ait, Rabiam, Bayana, Rabiam, Sabalamwat, Rabiam, Amawan, Rabiam, Aqua, Rabiam, Ahabiam, Rabiam, Hagana, Rakanaya, Wasala, Kal, Katayamnawa, Larakiam, Weasha'ala, Tumyad, Waiwalam, Basham, Yahawashai, Tawada, Aman. Yahweh, in the name of Yahawashai, please listen to us now, right now. Send Michael and the righteous power angel to watch over, bless, heal, protect, and make strong the children of Israel, and send to us much wisdom, much knowledge, much understanding, much patience, much faith, much brotherhood, much love, much spiritual protection, and forgive all our sins for the brothers and Israel, always and forever, in the name of Yahweh. Thank you, so be it. The four corners pray. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Nawa, Weasharala, Wabata Sapari. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless us and Israel and the house of books. Shammai, Yasharala, Yahweh, Alahainawa, Yahweh, Akkad. It says, Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord. Amen. Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom.